You want to know more about the Google Nexus 4, but you don't want to spend 20 minutes watching two-part video reviews? This is the review for you. How's it going, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and it's the snapshot review of the Google Nexus 4, where we take all that review goodness and pack it down into a quick, short video where we tell you what's great, what's not so great, and whether we recommend this device. It's the Google Nexus 4 snapshot video review, and it kicks off right now. It's the Google Nexus 4 snapshot video review, where we take all that review goodness from our two-part video reviews and condense it down into a quick and easy video where it's easy to digest and helps you in your buying decisions. Our full video reviews aren't going away anytime soon, but this gives you the ability to kind of condense it down and figure out what's best for you in the smartphone world. Let me know what you think of this video content format. Like it? Thumbs it up on YouTube and say, Aaron, you're awesome. Thumbs it down on YouTube and say, Aaron, you're stinky. But let's be honest, I'm not stinky because I put on cologne this morning before I came into work. So I'm not stinky. I'm really not stinky. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, is this model better than the last? But before we talk about that, special thanks to our partners at Best Buy Mobile for giving us devices like this for use in our One Paw Bandit giveaway game. When you walk into Best Buy Mobile, you'll walk out working. They'll get your email, your contacts, your web set up. So when you walk out with your Nexus 4, you're good to go. Is it better than the last? Absolutely. It follows the Samsung Galaxy Nexus, which was the last Nexus smartphone device. And while it had some great features, including a nice form factor that a lot of people liked, a removable battery, this brings it up to par all across the board with the high-end Android smartphones in 2013. What changes were made? Obviously, spec changes. It's got a 1.5 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon S4 Pro CPU, a 4.7-inch IPS HD display that's beautiful all around when it comes to displaying images in color, an 8-megapixel camera instead of a 5-megapixel camera with 1080p HD video recording, a 2,100 milliamp hour battery, even though it's non-removable, a bigger battery in this device, and then it has HSPA Plus connectivity on AT&T and T-Mobile in the US, and then of course then Jelly Bean, Android 4.2.1, the latest version on the Nexus 4. So better yet, you know what's really great about this device is packing a killer price point. $299 for the 8GB model, $349.99 for the 16GB model. Better yet, that's available unlocked. So you're getting an Android smartphone full retail for $300 with features that are as incredible as the Nexus 4. How's the hardware on this device? This is probably the biggest selling point for this device. If you're looking for the iPhone 5 of the Android world, this is probably your device. It's a beautiful device. It brings the Nexus line up when it comes to specs and when it comes to hardware. Beautiful glass back, glass on the front, really a nice design that really exudes high-end build quality, and keeping in mind that it's $299, it's really an incredible price point. The software user interface, it's running Android 4.2.1, but it's running a completely vanilla version of Android. And as you can see here, there are no carrier installed applications. It's all Google. You've got Chrome integration, Google Plus integration, all that good stuff. Outside of that, no VZ Navigator, no AT&T services or Sprint ID or anything like that. You're getting a completely vanilla experience. Now, you may love that, you may hate that. I find that some of the carrier installed applications, and even more so, some of the manufacturer installed user interfaces bring some selling points to the table and bring some value adds to the table that stock Android doesn't bring. But if you're looking for that vanilla Android, this is going to be the device for you. What makes this device different and special is obviously the fact, like I said just a second ago, that it's running a stock version of Android 4.2, but it's a beautiful build quality, and you can pick up this device for $299 without signing a contract. So if you want a new Android phone, but you don't want to spend $600 for the Galaxy Note 2 or $749 for that 32GB Apple iPhone 5, this is going to be an ultimate device for you, because for $300 out the door, you can get the 8GB model and really get a beautiful device. It's really built well with great specs. For $300. You really can't beat that. That's what makes it different. Google's really working this price point hard and really trying to build the Nexus line into a family of devices with the Nexus 7 and with the Nexus 10. Two big things I liked about this device. One is obviously the design. It's a beautifully crafted Android device for an incredible price. And two, the fact that it's fast. It's got a 1.5 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon S4 Pro CPU. It's fast and does everything you throw at it, including quickly pulling down the notifications bar, doing quick and easy settings like that, or doing stuff that's a little bit more intense. Things like camera, with the 8-megapixel camera, everything loads incredibly fast, and you can quickly take pictures and then quickly move back to the home screen. It's intended to be a fast device. Multitasking is great all around. There are a couple things I'd change on this device when it comes to software. I really think Android 4.2.1 brings a lot of great things to the table, and of course stock Android purists are going to love this. Little things like being able to move to the camera from the lock screen, great improvements from Android 4.1. That said, of course you have the Google Now improvements as well. That said, would love to see some of the value adds that we see on HTC's Sense user interface and Samsung's TouchWiz user interface. Things around marketing like S-Beam, things around the ability to use perhaps an external input like an S Pen, and then of course some of the benefits that come, just quick settings and things like that come with Sense and with TouchWiz. They've really taken Android and supercharged it, and while this is a vanilla Android version and that's what they're going for with the Nexus 4, I'd love to see Google say, hey, you know what, Samsung got it right or HTC got it right. Let's throw in some of these features into stock Android and see how well they work. That's what I'd love to see on the Nexus 4. All in all, I really think this is an awesome Android smartphone, both for the money and for what you get in general when it comes to design. The build, the software is all top notch, and considering you're spending $300 starting out for this device and as high as $350, that's still an incredible deal for an Android smartphone that has glass on the back, that's built incredibly well, and then has vanilla Android, a quad-core processor, HSPA plus connectivity, an 8-megapixel camera. The specs list is endless. It's got some great specs all around. That said, I would love to see some of that stuff like I talked about on TouchWiz and Sense come to stock Android. I think Samsung and HTC are doing great things in the Android world with their skins. I'd love to see some of those abilities on the software side come to stock Android so this people can have them if they want to, and of course they can hack, root, and mod if they don't want to, which is obviously an appeal of the Nexus devices. They can hack, root, and mod and get rid of them if they see fit. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for continuing coverage, and let me know what you think of these Snapshot video reviews. Quick and easy. Thumbs it up on YouTube, thumbs it down on YouTube. Let me know what you think on Twitter at PhoneDog_Aaron. Thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you next time.